Hi guys, welcome back. This is the final video for Learning Target 9.2 translations. It's our final type of examples. What we have to do here is we have to graph and label each figure under its given transformations, and actually there's going to be multiple transformations that we're going to have to do. So we're going to have to use what we learned in 9.1 reflections, and then also use what we learned in today's lesson on translations. Since this took kind of a while to do, just like with counting and plotting and drawing in the lines, I decided to already give you the answers here first. And then I'm just going to explain how to do it with my pointer here. It just saves a lot of time, so then our video isn't super long. Okay, so this example says that triangle XYZ is here, so I drew that in blue right here. And then what it's asking us to do is to reflect it across the x-axis. So what I did is I drew in the line with highlighter the x-axis, and that's going to be called my line of reflection now. So then if you recall back in 9.1, what we did was we took each point and we made like a perpendicular line with that line of reflection, and then we made it equidistance away. So this y looks like it's 1 unit away, so then this new point is going to be 1 unit away. And I actually don't label it because I'm not going to label it y prime. I'll do that at the end over here. So just be aware of that. If you want to label it just to be safe, you can go ahead and do that. Z looks like it's 2 units away. So again, my new point is going to be 2 units away. That will be my new Z. And then X was 6 units away, or 7 units away. So I'm going to go 7 units away this way and then plot that. Okay, so now I've got my translation. So I translate this green triangle. I'm going to translate it 9 units to the right and 2 units up. So I pick one of my points, my Y point, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 2 units up, 1, 2, and then I'll plot that point. That's going to be now my new Y prime. And then I label that coordinate. That's at 7, 1. And I have to do this to each exact point. So I go 9 to the right, 2 up, that's my new Z prime, 4, 0. 9 to the right, 2 up, that's my new X prime. It should be the same shape, so you'll know if you get it wrong because it might come out looking like something very different, like it's not going to be like this kind of triangle. So really double check that. Really be careful of the units, what you're talking about, like this top one was the X, so then the reflection would be here, then the translation would move it here. That's going to be my new X prime. Double check that. Those are common errors. A lot of people like mix them up. Yeah, so that was doing a reflection and translation. Number 10, same type of process, except for we are reflecting it across the y equals x line. So remember that was the tricky one from our last lesson in 9.1. The y equals x line is this red one right here. So what I did is I wrote down the rule. I think that's going to be helpful for you. So the rule is that what you do, so I plotted my blue parallelogram first, and then we want to reflect it across the line. The rule says that we can just flip the coordinates. So Q was at 2, -1. So let's plot -1, 2 first. -1, 2, that's going to be our new Q point. R is 7, 1, so the new one's going to be 1, 7, so I plot that there. Or if you don't want to do it that way, you can still do the perpendicular lines from that line of reflection and make it equidistance away. So these would be, again, equidistance away on that perpendicular line, but that's going to be just kind of hard to tell, so I always use this rule to do that first. So you do that to each point and you get your new parallelogram in green, but then you also have to translate it. So it's x minus 3, y minus 7, so I'm going to go 3 to the left and then down 7 to each point. So I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be my new R prime, and really pay attention to the notation. Like this is my R value, so then my new R prime is going to be right here. I label that -2, 0, and you do that to each point. Again, it looks like the same shape. It's a parallelogram. It doesn't look anything like different. If it looks like not the same shape, then you probably did something wrong, so I would double check that. All right, a lot of these are just kind of the same type of problem, so I'll go through these quickly, but again, you graph your rectangle, here in blue, you translate it first. So I'm going to move it 6 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 8 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be my new L. And then it says to reflect it across the y-axis. Remember, that's that vertical one. So it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be my new L prime, -4, -1. You do that to each point. Again, it should be the same shape. Nothing changed really there. Then the last one, we've got our translation. So I have my original triangle in blue. This one is really easy to tell because it's a right triangle, like if you did it right or wrong. Again, you translate the first image. So I go 7 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So do that to each point, to the right 7, down 5, and then the next one says to reflect it across the y equals -3. Remember, that's a y-intercept of -3, and it's going to be a horizontal line there. So then you do that same process. It's 1 unit away, 1 unit away. This one looks like it's 4 units away, so we're going to go 4 units away. This one again is 4 units away, 4 units away. Then give the coordinates. Okay, and then that's it. So when you are done with this, watching all of these videos, make sure you do the exit ticket on Schoology, and then you can go ahead and get started on homework number 2. Thank you. Bye.